But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
This is the intelligence of the Quran. Muhammad explained. The Prophet asked me, do you know where the sun goes at the time of the sunset? Remember the verse there speaking about the sun and the moon course. Okay, what is the course? So do you know where the sun goes at the sunset? The guy, he said, Allah and his prophet know better, because Muhammad, he claimed that the knowledge he have is coming from his God, Allah. This is not his knowledge, this is God. He said, I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. He said, it goes, i.e., it travel till it prostrate itself under the throne of Allah, and it take a permission to raise again. I mean, this is science. You see the intelligence? And not only that, Muhammad, he don't stop. I mean, Muhammad, he loved to talk, and the more he talked, the more he do poo-poo. Look what he said. He said here that this is the meaning of the verse of a chapter 36, verse number 38. This guy is confirming that this is Quran. Confirming what he said in this story here, this fiction stupid story, that this is science of Allah. Explain the Quran. So he said, oh, this is what Allah he meant by chapter 36, verse number 30. For sure, he did not mention the chapter number, because I believe in the time of Muhammad there was no numbers. Those are something they are added later. So, and this is what Allah he mean by saying, and the sun runs to its fixed course. I mean, this is science. Who can beat that? Nobody. They make videos about the amazing Quran, the science of the Quran, but all what we see is the stupidity of the Quran. This is science. Sunset in murky water, sun rays from between the horn of the shaitan. Have you really believed that shaitan, he have two horn and the sun rays from between them? That's why Muhammad, he forbid the Muslims to pray if the sun rise already. Why? Because the sun rise from between the horn of shaitan. I mean, that is science. Read the science, read with me. The Prophet stood beside the pulpit and pointed his finger toward the east and said, affection are there. Affection are there from where the side of the head of Satan come out. Mark, what the side of the sun, you see it? I mean, that's science. That is science. I mean, who can beat that? Show you more hadith. Look. Do you notice the hadith I'm looking for is not translated? I mean, anybody can tell me why? Any Muslim can tell me why. Where is the translation? Where is the translation? Space, empty space. I found the hadith, but they don't want to translate the hadith. Can you tell me why? I will tell you why. Because it's very embarrassing. It's very stupid. So what they do? They cannot say this is weak, this is strong hadith, this is sahih. So if we translate, people will laugh. Don't start your prayer when the sun is rising. Okay, why? Because it rises from between the two horns of shaitan. So we found the hadith, but we don't found the translation. Here we go. Thank you very much. I just did. I mean, this is science. What do you want more? We just found where the sun rises from. The sun rises from between the two horns of shaitan. I'm so glad that is not coming from between his ass. At least from between the, I mean, from the horn of shaitan. At least this is like, I mean, something to consider. Shaitan, he have two horns, and there is sun coming from between them. And now we cannot pray. I mean, why we cannot pray if shaitan? Sorry, if the sun is coming from between the two horns of shaitan? Why we cannot pray? Science. This is pure science. I mean, who can reject this? This guy, he do not know. They are lying for the purpose of protecting Islam. They are lying for a purpose. We know they are lying. The whole idea is how we can protect this cult. You want them to translate this? Are you sure? But let me see. Let me see if we can find the same hadith in different place. Hold on. Because sometimes they make a mistake, you know, they translate it there, but they forgot to delete it in different place. Hold on. Hold on. We found a part of it. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. See, we find it in different place, but here they made a mistake. It's not the whole story here. It's different story, but it's say the same. Read with me. Then pray as much as you want until you pray Asr. Asr is afternoon. And then refrain from praying until the sun has set. For it's set between the two horns of shaitan, and it rises between the two horns of shaitan. I mean, science. This is science. Any Muslim can tell us really why we should not pray when the sun set and why we cannot pray when the sun is rising? Is it really? That's what's happening. The shaitan is where the horn of shaitan, where the sun coming from. Do you see it? Any Abdul have a comment? Let us show you the reference for those who like to keep reference. Sunan Ibn Majah. Oh, this is da'if. Hold on, it's da'if. But the other one is not da'if. By the way, this is not a da'if. And even if they say da'if, it's accepted. But let me show you the same hadith in different place. Hold on. The Muslims are already funny. Okay, read with me this one. Is this one da'if? No. Here we go. It's the same. So how that one is da'if, this one is not da'if? This is Sahih Bukhari. Hadith number 3272. 3273. They are merging two hadith together. Alright? Okay. And you should not seek to pray at the sunrise or sunset, for the sunrise from between the two horns of the devil. You see it? That is Islam, my friend. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me. Call me now. Call me now. Go to heaven right now.